Hi, I'm back from killing the spider. You're not going to understand what that means, but I am. Welcome back to the Kanto region. This is the Route to Victory Road, a podcast that chronicles our journeys through the main series titles of the Pokemon franchise. I'm your host, Pokemon Professor Mackenzie, and I'm here today, as always. Wait, I'm joined today, not I'm here today.
Yeah, no,
I'm joined today.
No, I'm here. That's what you always say. Oh,
I'm joined today, as always, by my wonderful partner and co-host, Jaylee.
While Mac takes a breath, I'll explain a little bit of what happened. Okay, breathe. It's okay. Everything is okay. This happens to all podcasters everywhere.
Probably.
So Mac and I were recording for the good part of 45 minutes until I saw a spider on the wall.
Yes.
And freaked out and asked Mac to please stop and kill a spider, which he did. At that point, he realized our microphones were off the entire time. So, we are re-recording this episode.
Yes. Welcome back.
Welcome back, but hello, and happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday. Hello, Pokefans. Hello, Pokemaniacs.
Hello, everybody. We're a little bit upset about the good kind of content that we just lost, but we're laughing it off. It's so funny. I think it's funny.
We're gonna roll through.
We're gonna come back and try to recreate this episode.
We are practiced. As we said last time we lost a podcast, we are practiced.
It's not the first time. However, I think this is the first time where we were that far in.
No. We had to re-record an entire podcast one time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we like tried listening and
we couldn't hear the...
Yeah, it was just so bad because the mics were turned way down.
Speaking of that, maybe we should take a little bit of a break right now and just make sure everything sounds okay.
Everything's great.
Everything is great.
Everything sounds fine. It's all good now that I remembered to turn the microphones on. So, how was your week?
My week was fantastic, you know? We breezed through some Pokemon and we were planning a lot of new things for the podcast, and it's been a good week.
Yes.
Yeah.
We appreciate everyone who is a Poke fan, and of course we appreciate everyone who is a Pokemaniac who joins our Patreon. We just recorded and put up a bunch of new stuff for Patreon, or rather we're putting up new stuff for Patreon.
Yeah.
We'll be recording more this week and in later weeks, obviously.
Mac created a blooper reel, which we released yesterday on the Patreon, and it's so funny. I've already listened to it like 4 or 5 times. There's a lot of bloopers that we haven't posted on the show, and please check them out. It's so funny.
It's like a little look into behind the scenes of what we say and do sometimes. And yeah, we're just happy we're here. You're here, and we're here. We're happy everyone's here. We're just happy. We're happy. This is good times. I'm acting upset right now. I'm really not that upset. I'm just kind of playing it up. It's not that big of a deal that we get to re-record because I love doing this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, same.
I like talking about Pokemon. I like talking about other things. Let's get into Game Corner.
I don't have much of a Game Corner this week, but I know that you have some stuff you want to talk about in entertainment world.
So we've been watching The Boys and The Tick this week. I've already talked about this, but I'm going to cover it again for you guys. We watched the first 2 seasons of The Boys before we even started the podcast. And the 3rd season came out sort of at the end of last year, I believe. But we just watched it. We just finished it. And we watched both seasons, the 2016 season and the 2019 season of The Tick. The Tick is a show that I used to watch when I was a kid, the cartoon, and I loved it. And I know that they tried a live-action version of it in 2001, headed by the same guy, Ben Edlund. And he tried again in 2016 with a different cast of people. The 2001 cast featured Patrick Warburton, who's a great actor. I like that guy. I don't think I didn't watch the 2001 adaptation, but I love the cartoon. I love that it's like a mix of kid humor and adult humor. I like shows that kids and adults can enjoy equally. And when I say adult humor, I don't mean like naughty jokes or anything like that. I mean like jokes about like how superheroes with superpowers would be complaining about the state of the economy. That stuff is something that a kid wouldn't get, but an adult could appreciate. And I love shows like that can overlap like appreciation for older people and younger people.
I like that too. On that note though, like, don't you remember watching shows while you were young with like super adult themes and then it kind of just going over your head? Because I do. Like Grease, I remember watching Grease and not really understanding all of the themes, but still just loving that movie. And then like Titanic.
Right. I think it's interesting that we can like do that sort of thing though, is like have an appreciation for something as a kid and then as you become an adult, like Reboot, for example.
Reboot, yeah.
Yeah, Reboot was a show that I liked as a kid just because it was like all action and it was about video games and I love video games.
Yeah,
and it was like...
it was just fun to watch.
And as an adult, you get like a different appreciation for Reboot because you like understand that it's supposed to be like the inner workings of your computer and like the user's interactions with the computer affecting the inner workings in like whatever way, right? I think it's really cool, and understanding those concepts as an adult kind of leads to a deeper appreciation, or at least a different appreciation for the subject matter that you're watching. Like you said with Grease, like you understand as a kid, you understand that it's about teenagers and that they're singing songs and
fun.
And it's like 50s or whatever. But then as an adult, you're like, oh, this is about different stuff.
Yeah, and all the storylines you kind of pay a little more attention to.
Yeah. Actually, funny story about Grease. When I was a kid, I thought it was amazing that John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John still looked so good from being in a 50s movie. I didn't understand that it was shot much later. Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
I was like, oh, wow, like these guys still look like really good for being like whatever, 70 years old or something.
That's so funny.
But then as an adult, I was like, oh, I get it.
Makes sense.
But yes, we also talked about the Titanic, I believe.
Yeah, we brought up Titanic.
And
Same
how
kind of thing. I could sit through it when I was younger, and
I could not because it was way too boring.
It was so
It
boring
was just
for you.
talking and painting naked ladies, and I was like, I don't understand what's happening. Not painting, drawing, whatever. And but we also talked about Disney movies and how I haven't seen a lot of them.
Yeah, what was your first movie in theater?
Was the question that you asked me, and I can't remember, so I have to ask my parents what a movie was. What my first not a movie. What a movie is.
What's a movie?
What's a movie? No, I have to ask them what my first movie was, rather.
Mine was Aladdin. I
Right.
remember seeing Aladdin in theaters.
And this is why we talked about me not seeing movies, because I said that I haven't seen Aladdin, or rather I saw Aladdin when I was an adult.
Yeah, I can't believe that you had such a sheltered childhood. You've never seen Aladdin. The original. I mean, the live action is whatever. I have
Was that even in theaters?
No.
Yeah, no, I
Maybe,
think that was
I don't
only
know,
online.
But it's recent. I have a very strong opinion about it. I don't like it.
No?
No.
Did you see the live action Mulan?
No.
I've
that
heard
one
that
I did not see.
I've heard that all like the humor and the music got taken
Yeah,
out.
they took out the music. They took out Mushu.
Right.
Which
And
is
then
the best
she's
part.
just magic or something. She's like
We'll have to watch it. Have you seen original Mulan?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I like Mulan.
I love Disney. We're going to have a Disney marathon of all the ones that you haven't seen.
Okay. Toy Story 3. I think
Toy Story 2 and beyond.
I've seen 2.
Beyond. I've seen 2, but we'll have to rewatch it.
But that was a cute To Infinity
They're
and
good.
Beyond. That's a good reference.
Thank you.
Good joke.
Thanks.
I like that. Haven't seen Toy Story 4 for sure. Don't think I've seen Toy Story 3.
I don't... Too many.
Yeah.
Stop making Toy Stories.
Yeah. I also made reference to how I think that I think that Megan is a retelling of Small Soldiers, which was a great movie when I was growing up. I've seen Snow White and I've seen Beauty and the Beast, probably in the low hundreds of times.
But you haven't seen The Little Mermaid.
Haven't seen The Little Mermaid.
So sad.
Haven't seen Cinderella. Haven't seen Sleeping Beauty.
Those ones are fun. You don't need to see those.
Okay. but Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid's on the top of the list.
A+.
Absolutely. 1 and 2.
I've heard that Cinderella 3 is really good.
What? 3?
Yeah. Not 2, but 3 specifically. I've heard Cinderella 3 is really good.
Oh.
I haven't seen any of the Little Mermaid sequels, obviously, because I haven't seen the original.
We're going to fix that, though.
Okay. Seen The Rescuers Down Under.
The what?
The Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, yeah, I love that show.
Seen that.
Is that
I like
Disney?
that a lot. I think so, isn't it?
Oh.
Or is that
fake Disney?
Is that Bluth? Fake Disney? I'll have you know that Mr. Bluth is not fake Disney. Mr. Bluth is an amazing animator. How dare you?
How dare.
He did, the 5 movies? I think. And he did the animation for the weird where you play a knight and you're trying to what is that? It's a weird game. It like plays like a cartoon, and like you just like input directions and stuff like that. What is that movie called? Dragon's Lair.
Oh.
Dragon's Lair. Yeah, I'll show you.
I've seen that.
I
think I maybe associate it with fake Disney because I have this thing about animation where some animations make me really sick and ill, and I've actually been talking to a couple people who have the same thing, and I've looked this up, and it's not just in my head. Like I'm very picky with animation. There's a bunch of shows and games and movies that I can't watch because the animation makes me feel physically ill. So this is fake Disney, but I think like Swan Princess is in this realm. Swan Princess is my favorite movie when I was little.
Well, there you go. That's Bluth.
Yeah.
Don Bluth is his name. And he did Swan Princess. He did 5. I think he did All Dogs Go to Heaven.
I love those.
Well, there you go.
Good music.
You don't hate fake Disney?
I don't know. I never said anything about hating it.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I thought that was the implication when you said fake Disney.
No, those are just some of the movies that I can't watch because they make me sick.
Okay. Well, I love All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Me too.
I love Rescuers Down Under.
Me too.
I'm pretty sure Rescuers is Disney, though. Maybe it's not. I don't remember.
Maybe.
Who does is it Warner Brothers who does Chip and Dale? Is that the same company? I don't know. Whatever. It's not important.
We should probably talk about what we're here to talk about.
Well, I wanted to finish off my thoughts about the Tick.
Oh yeah. Go on.
So the 2016-2019 Tick series is a bit strange because they're very adult. They have a lot of adult jokes, and like there's lots of gore, there's swearing and stuff like that. So it's not a series that children and adults can appreciate collectively.
Yeah.
It is just for adults, and like I understand that the people who liked the Tick back then are adults now, but I don't understand why you would take away that aspect of the series, because that's why I liked the Tick, is because it could appeal to both. But I guess whatever. I understand why this series was canceled because it
I only popped in for like a few episodes that you were watching here and there. I never watched the whole thing, and I wasn't the biggest fan of it.
No. It did remind me a lot of The Boys, especially with the gore and the swearing and everything like that. And a lot of the story beats were very similar. Obviously, The Boys is far more crude.
Yeah.
And the main characters, even the main characters are kind of similar, except obviously Butcher is quite different than the Tick. But Huey and Arthur have a lot of overlap.
I see that, yeah.
Right? They're both kind of losers.
The show follows... Sorry, I hit my microphone a lot of it. The show follows a lot of the same like superhero kind of tropes and arcs that they go through. So yeah, I can see how they were similar.
Yeah. But the Tick was the most Tick part of the Tick for me. Peter Serafinowicz did a good job portraying the Tick. I think he did really good. The writing for the Tick was good, like the character, not the show. And I love Griffin Newman, who plays Arthur. He is a podcaster. He is part of
Griffin and Taint.
Griffin and Taint. which is how you remember
That's
Blank Check.
Yeah, I couldn't remember their names, so that's what it ended up being. Sorry for that, guys. That's forever what you'll be known as.
It also...
But great podcast.
Great podcast. It also features Brendan Hines, who is a good actor that we saw recently as well in Lock and Key. He plays the history teacher in Lock and Key, and he plays Superior in The Tick. And he's also in a bunch of other things that I like him in as well. I like Brendan Hines. I like Peter Serafinowicz, who's a very that guy in a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. Griffin Newman, very funny. I think he's hilarious on his podcast. I think he's hilarious in this. And then Jackie Earle Haley, also amazing. He plays my favorite character from Watchmen, which was a movie from a while ago. 2006, I think, Watchmen came out. And he plays Rorschach in that. He plays a character known as the Terror in this, which is actually borrowed from the cartoon. One of the only characters that comes forward from the cartoon, so that's interesting. And the reason why I bring up The Boys and The Tick together is because during my research for like finding out why The Tick was canceled, other than like the obvious reason why it was canceled, I found out that the sister, Dot, who is played by Valerie Curry, is going to be joining The Boys, which kind of I thought it was hilarious that we were watching these two shows in parallel over the last 2 weeks, and it turns out that there is even more of a parallel because one of the actors is coming over into the other series. Crossover.
I love it.
It's a team up, which is a very superhero thing. So that is something that I wanted to talk about because I think that's really interesting. And also, we don't have a whole lot to talk about in Pokemon this week. So I thought it would be something interesting to bring up.
It was cool, yeah. In Pokemon. I do have something I need to do this week. We haven't done a Jaylee's pack in a while, and I've been a hoarder. I haven't been using anything, so I have a few things to ask you about in Jaylee's pack.
Okay.
The first one I have is Zap Cannon TM07.
Okay.
I haven't used it.
An electric move, 100 power and 50 accuracy. It's strong, but it is very inaccurate. I wouldn't suggest using it. It does have a 100% chance to paralyze on a hit, but only on a hit.
Useless.
Yeah. Thunder's better.
TM08 Rock Smash.
Rock Smash is a fighting move, 20 power, 100% accurate, and I think it lowers defense, but I wouldn't use it because 20 power is pitiful. It's weaker than Tackle.
Oh, we hate Tackle in this game. TM11 Sunny Day.
Sunny Day is very good. It boosts the power of fire moves. I think in later generations it lowers the power of thunder, but not in this generation, I found out. And it also lets you use Solar Beam in one turn instead of having a turn to charge.
Okay. I'll have to go get Solar Beam, and I'll keep that one around for now. TM12, Sweet Scent.
Yeah, Sunny Day would be good on your Typhlosion.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet Scent lowers the evasiveness of a Pokemon. It's non-damaging move. And in later generations, at least, maybe in this generation too, but at later generations for sure, you can draw wild Pokemon to you with it, which is good for like when you're trying to farm for rare Pokemon.
Farm the Pokemon.
Yeah.
Number 19, Giga Drain.
Giga Drain is a very powerful grass type move. I think it's got like 60 or 70 power, but it also gives you a percentage of the damage you deal back as health. Very good for a grass type Pokemon or anything with high special attack that can learn it.
I don't know if I have a grass Pokemon.
Not on your team, but
whoa. I
think maybe Ho-Oh can learn it. I can't remember.
Number 30, Shadow Ball. I don't have any ghosts.
No. Shadow Ball is the strongest ghost type move in this game, and unfortunately Ghost is a physical type, which means that all the ghosts in this game can't really use it effectively because they all have low attack. So.
Useless.
Yeah.
Number 35, Sleep Talk.
Sleep Talk is great for Snorlax. It lets you use a move while you're sleeping.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very good if you have a rest Snorlax. So.
Do you remember how we were talking if humans could use Pokemon moves?
Yep.
I think I have that.
You have Sleep Talk?
Yeah.
That's very true. You do Sleep Talk a lot.
I do.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
That's just my TM.
That's your TM that you learned. I am very good at rest. except for
No, you're not.
some nights I use Nightmare on myself.
Aw. Rest is
Actually-
my next one.
Actually, I have the Pokemon ability, which you'll learn about in the next generation. Pokemon ability Insomnia. That's
you
what I
go.
have.
There you go. That makes
It
sense.
prevents me from using rest.
Aw. That's so sad.
I guess what I was trying to get at is that I like to snooze. Oh, you know what? I actually have the Pokemon ability Slack Off. Truant. Sorry, Slack Off is a move.
Oh my
Truant
God.
is
Oh my
the
gosh.
ability.
Okay, this is funny.
Yeah.
My next one was Rest, but I know what that does.
Mhm.
And then Thief.
Thief
is the last one.
is a dark type move, meaning it's special. It's got 40 power, so same as Tackle, I think, maybe a little bit stronger than Tackle, and it lets you, if you have no held item, it lets you steal a held item from the other Pokemon.
Okay.
Yep,
And that's what I have and what I needed to know.
nice.
Thanks.
No problem. You also have items, though. Held item, Focus Band.
Oh yeah, Focus Band
Yeah,
was
which
one that
gives
does-
you a small chance of surviving a hit that otherwise would have killed you.
That's so dumb.
Yeah,
Like,
It's-
so
Focus
useless.
Sash is one that gets introduced in a later generation. I think Generation 4. It's so much better. It always lets you 100% chance of making you survive a hit that would have killed you from full health. So you can't be one-shot.
Okay, I like that. That
Yeah.
makes more sense.
Because you give it to a weak Pokemon and it lets them get setup done. You know?
Yeah. I also have Dragon Fang.
Yeah, Dragon Fang is a coding error. It doesn't do anything.
Ugh.
Yeah, Dragon Scale, on the other hand, will boost the power of dragon types.
Oh.
So you can give that to your Jaylee. I have Mackie.
And then the last two I have are 2 nuggets. That shows you how much hoarding I do and haven't sold anything.
Yeah. So you gotta go sell those, and that's a big chunk of
That's
change.
some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. So that's it for Jaylee's pack.
Yeah, it is.
I forgot to do the music this time.
Do it now.
Okay.
Outro.
The music for
Jay-
Jaylee's pack.
Inspiration.
Let's go on.
No. That's Zelda.
No, that's.
That's when he opens his
That's Zelda. What I was doing is actually you're running out of air music from Sonic.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I get those mixed up often.
Okay, how about this for Jaylee's pack music?
That's.
Do 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 do.
Oh, it just keeps going. I was fine with just the zipper. Oh, fuck.
Ding 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 ding.
Can I?
Bling bling bling.
Oh, my. I was just fine with the zipper noise. But then I think that might be a little bit too suggestive. Blink. Blink. Anyway.
What if it's like a snap popping? You know the snaps on your purse that some purses have.
I have a zipper purse. Shit.
We'll figure it out. It's fine.
We'll make a music.
This week in Pokemon, we start in Celadon and/or Cerulean City. I started in Cerulean, but you started in Celadon. And if you go to the old cafe where we got the coin case in the first generation of games, you will find that they're having an eating contest. And there is a trash can in the corner of the eating contest. And in the trash can, there is an item called Leftovers. Very powerful held item. If you give it to one of your Pokemon, they will regenerate health every turn, kind of like a reverse poison.
I need to go get that right now.
Yeah, very good.
I like that.
And other than that, though, the mart is the same here as it was last game. You can go up to the roof and get lemonades, which I did.
Oh, I need to do that.
Yeah, I replenished my lemonades, which is amazing because I found out lemonades So lemonade's stronger than super potions, but like half the price. They're $350 for a lemonade, and it gives you 80 HP, where a super potion is 700 and gives you 60.
Whoa, what a bargain.
Right?
Yeah.
Lemonades are so good.
That's so smart.
I don't know why I don't buy lemonades more often. Lemonades are so good. But I did this time. Bought lemonades. And so I have some. And they're good.
Perfect.
I like lemonades. They help you top up your Pokemon and stuff like that. It's just useful.
Good shit, lemonade.
Good shit, lemonade. Saffron City, now that the power's back on, if you go talk to Copycat Girl, I know we talked about this last time, and you haven't done this.
I didn't do it.
But if you talk to Copycat Girl, she'll be like, hey, I lost my doll in Vermilion City. Can you please go get it? You go to Vermilion, and you talk to the guy in the Pokemon fan club who's got the Clefairy doll that I told you about in the first week that we were in Kanto. And he'll be like, oh, this belongs to a little girl? Sure, you can take it. Fine, go on. Take the doll. I'll catch a real Clefairy. And you're like, yeah, I don't understand. Why did you find someone's doll laying in the street and steal it?
It's so strange to buy Pokemon stuffies. Like, I don't know who would do that.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Are you throwing shade at me?
I feel a little bit attacked right now.
But if you found a Pokemon stuffy in the middle of the street, would you take it home with you?
Absolutely, I would. I would wash that sucker up. He'd be part of the family.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
If you found a couch in the street, would you bring it home?
No.
Okay, good.
Because I can't carry a couch.
Oh my gosh. You're not worried about bugs or anything?
That's why I said I'd wash it.
I don't think the spiders
Am I worried
care.
about bugs? I literally saved our last podcast by telling you there was a spider on the wall. The first thing that I did this week, I went into the Pokemon Center and I took out my Steelix because I thought that I would need a steel Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So I took him out and realized he was level 12.
Yes.
Oh my god. No, I went into the bush with him and tried to train him, but then got so impatient that I boxed him. I was like, nope, sorry, too bad for you.
It was also weird. I was thinking about how... So I traded you my Kadabra for your Onix holding the metal coat. Yeah. So I got your Steelix, so that's another Pokemon that wasn't counted for on my Pokedex.
You gotta check your Pokedex. Something's up with that.
Something's weird.
That's weird.
Something's messed up. But you decided not to use your Steelix after all?
No, I put him back. I didn't want to spend the time to train him up.
That's fair. I'm sorry to hear that your Steelix didn't work out.
I'm fine. He's ugly.
Yeah, useful though. So we head to the east out of Saffron City towards Lavender Town. And when you get to Lavender Town, you talk to the gentleman type in Pokemon Tower, or Pokemon Radio Tower as it's known now.
Funniest thing. I was playing this last night at like 10 p.m. Mac was giving me a bit of a walkthrough. He told me to go to this place. And he said, talk to the guy that looks like a gentleman. And I laughed so hard.
And what did you say?
Everyone else here looks like an asshole. So I'm going to talk to the one guy that looks like a gentleman. Okay.
I laughed really hard about that.
It was so funny.
You're very funny.
You're very funny.
And
I did talk to him, though.
You talk to him, and he gives you the expansion card.
Yeah.
Now that the power's back on, he gives you the expansion card so you can use the radio here in Kanto. That's very useful. You need it. Oh, I forgot to mention, you take the Clefairy doll from Vermilion, you give it back to Copycat Girl, she gives you a ticket for the magnet train.
Oh, I totally cut you off, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I forgot to finish. The magnet train lets you ride from Saffron back to Goldenrod, so you can go to Johto any day you want instead of having to wait for the SS Aqua to return to Johto like you had to previously.
No.
So the magnet train lets you just ride back and forth, essentially.
Cool.
But yes, the expansion card, very useful. You need it to progress. But you head south out of Lavender towards Fuchsia. And it being 10 o'clock at night, you were very frustrated with the amount of trainers along this way.
I was so tired. I couldn't decide if I was just going to do one gym.
Mm-hmm.
But getting to that one gym took so long because going through all these paths, every corner I turned there was another trainer, and it was so annoying. And just when I thought I was done, no, you go down another path and there's 5 more trainers. And when I go through one of the mazes, I get caught by a trainer who blocks my way. So I have to go around and I have to keep going around these stupid trainers because they kept blocking the path I wanted to take.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a couple trainers on these paths that I wanted to talk about because they were funny. And it was 10 o'clock at night and I was having none of this.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy, a Poke fan,
yes,
who had his kid dressed like a Pikachu.
Cute.
And he had 6 Pikachus.
6 Pikachus.
Level
Cute.
23.
Also cute.
Cute, but pointless. It's like a Pikachu farm.
Yeah.
And then I ran into this other kid who I didn't even see, and he just stopped me out of nowhere. And the only thing he said to me was, "Hold on, I gotta call my mom." I was like, "Why'd you stop me? I'm trying to get to the gym."
Yeah.
And yeah,
if
you know me, like, I am falling asleep by 8 o'clock at night. So me trying to get around these stupid trainers at 10 o'clock was just not happening.
Right. Also, another funny moment that we didn't even mention the first time we talked about this, so I'm glad that I get a second chance to talk about it, is you ran into a trainer who had a Remoraid.
Oh, yeah.
And you started laughing, and that made me start paying attention to what you were doing, and I saw the Remoraid, and I was like, "Oh, yeah!" And I started saying, "Isn't he cute?" And you said, "He's so ugly."
At the same
At the
time.
same time. And I was just like, "Isn't he cute?" Oh. I thought that was
And that's
very
okay.
funny.
We're allowed to like different things.
Yes. I think he's adorable, but you dislike Remoraid.
He's a little bit strange.
In his original design, did you know that he looked like a pistol?
No, I did not. Because this is the first time I ran into this fish.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, he looked more like a pistol in his original design. And then his evolved form, Octillery, looked like... Did you run into an Octillery?
No.
No? Okay, so along the swim path to Cinnabar, there's a guy who has an Octillery. But Octillery is like a red octopus, and he's got like a mouth that... well, because like...
Oh, he has a mouth.
Octopuses don't normally have mouths, right? Their mouths are underneath them, and they're like little beaks.
Butts.
But this octopus...
Right, that's an anatomy of an octopus. Its mouth is its butt.
Kinda, yeah. Or right next to its butt, anyway. Anyway, so this Octillery has a mouth out the front, and it looks like a barrel. I'll just
like a
pull it
gun
up.
barrel. I'm very disturbed by this octopus fact. I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about it.
So you see, it's got a mouth in between its eyes.
Strange. I don't like that at all.
So Octillery has a conical mouth, and it originally looked like a tank. So Remoraid was a little pistol,
That's funny.
and Octillery was like a piece of artillery.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. But that's neither here nor there. That's for later. And so we make our way to Fuchsia City. I liked how every corner that you passed on this route towards Fuchsia, Victory Road, to Fuchsia, you were like, maybe I'll just go to bed.
Yeah, after every trainer, I can't play this game at night. I'm just so... Anyway.
You're so ready to just give up.
Yeah.
But you made it. You made the whole night. So
Powered through.
I'm very, very proud of you.
Me too.
That you were able to do it. Right, that was another thing I was going to bring up is even if we hadn't suggested that we were going to do all 4 gyms last week, I think we would have done it anyway because of just how quickly these gyms kind of roll into one another.
Very quickly, yeah. They went fast.
I think getting to Fuchsia was the longest it took
Agreed.
to do this whole thing.
Agreed.
You get to Fuchsia, and you didn't do this part, but I went around the city and I talked to the Safari Zone's daughter or wife or something like that, the warden's daughter, I think. And she's like, "Oh, the Safari Zone is closed because the warden has gone on a journey of self-discovery."
Thank God.
All right.
Considering how much time and money we spent in that Safari Zone last game, Oh, no, I would have lost you in there for days.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I've got all the Pokemon that I would have caught in there anyway.
You were obsessed with the Safari Zone.
Yeah, but I've got Scyther, and that was like the whole reason I was in the Safari Zone for so long last time. I wanted to dip in, catch a few Pokemon, but I guess not now.
That's okay.
And then there's the beach that originally led to the Seafoam Islands last game. Can't access it this time. There's big rocks there, and the construction workers that are down there will tell you, like, you got to get out of here. It's too dangerous. There's work being done. The volcano in Cinnabar exploded.
So sad.
And took out and shot rocks all the way down to this beach.
Dang.
Took out the island, and you're like, oh shit.
Scary.
Yeah, that sucks. But we get to Fuchsia, and you meet Bill's sister there, and she tells you that Bill's not there. He's got a cabin up north of Cerulean, but he's also not there. He's in Johto. And it's like, guess what? I know. I met him. I talked to your brother. I know where he's staying in Goldenrod City. In fact, he gave me an Eevee whose name is Stevie.
I never met Bill's sister. That's okay, because it's a creepy family.
Yeah. Very weird family. Grandpa's like, show me your tongue.
Whoa.
Show me your tongue. I need to see it. Like,
oh, God.
No, thanks. I'm okay. We go to the gym, and for anyone who has not played Gold and Silver, the gym is laid out exactly the same as Koga's gym in red and blue. It's got the invisible walls that you can totally see.
If you're playing on a DS.
Because we're playing on a DS, which is backlit. On a Game Boy, it was hard to see. DS, it is not hard. You can totally see all the walls. But there is still a trick to this puzzle. Better than Koga's gym. Because everyone inside shares the same sprite. Everyone looks like the new gym leader, who is Koga's daughter, Janine.
They do.
But that didn't stop you from cheating.
I didn't cheat. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do in this gym. Again, it was super late at night. Well, super late for me. It was past my bedtime. So I couldn't decide if I wanted to fight them all or if I wanted to try to avoid them and find the leader. Because they were doing all their spinny circles. Mm-hmm. So I ended up being able to avoid 4 of them. And the first person that I talked to said, ha ha, you caught me. I'm the real leader. I'm Janine. And I was like, oh, oops, question mark.
And yes, on your first battle, you fought Janine. You got the right.
I did.
I believe she starts her thing with, oh, that's too bad. Tough luck. You didn't get it. Haha, just kidding. I am Janine. I am the real gym leader. Yeah. I believe is her quote. But all you missed was a lady who had Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur, another lady who had Nidoqueen, a guy who had Nidoking, and then another lady who had Gloom, Arbok, and Gloom. Which, actually, you know what? We didn't even talk about this the first time, but Camper Berry, who is one of the Janines, I guess he was in drag. That's cool. That's cool. Good job, Pokemon.
Whoa.
Yeah. He's dressed up like Janine.
Nice.
Good job. Nice, Pokemon. Anyway, so you didn't really miss anything.
Okay.
Venusaur, Nidoqueen, Nidoking, Arbok, they're kind of cool, but whatever.
I've seen them before.
Yeah. We talked to Janine, and she has a Crobat, an Ariados, a Weezing, and a Venomoth. Nothing we haven't seen.
No, I tore through her. My Airhead used my Ho-Oh. Used Sacred Fire and like one-shotted everybody.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
Yep. Not hard. My Lapras had Ice Beam, so this was kind of easy for me as well. Just kind of got through the gym fairly easily. I did a bit more switching than you did, but it wasn't hard. Mm-mm. After we beat Janine gives us the Soul Badge, like her father before her, and the TM for Toxic, which made me realize that I'm pretty sure that we've only gotten 2 TMs from all of the gyms here.
I don't know if that's true. We'll have to look into that, but that's crazy to think about.
Yeah, TM06 for Toxic, and then the TM for Giga Drain from Erica. I think that's all we got.
That's it.
But
weird.
Maybe I'm wrong. We'll find out. I do know also that I think they've stopped giving us boosts to our stats. I think we got the one boost from Surge. He told us that the Thunder Badge gave us a speed increase. But that, I think, was the last time that we got an increase to one of our stats. I think all the other increases to stats came from Johto.
Weird.
Yeah, very weird. I thought too. But we'll look it up, and I'll post a correction if I'm wrong. Speaking of the Thunder Badge, we head back to Vermilion after beating Janine. And was there anything else you wanted to talk about, Janine?
Nope.
No, just that.
No, that was it.
Good job on being a
accidentally
gym leader.
bypassed all of the trainers and kicked Janine's butt.
Nice. Okay, so we go back to Vermilion, and we head to the east, where there's a big fluffy kitty sleeping in the road.
Snorlax.
Yeah. What did you think of the puzzle of waking him up?
So I knew that I had to use the radio. I found the Poke-Flute channel. But, so finding the Poke-Flute channel, I don't think I would have found without you, because I didn't know I could tune it.
Right.
I could go into my pack and open the radio, but I didn't know how to get to any of the channels.
Right.
So I think it would have taken me a long time to figure that out without you.
I think it took me a long time as a kid to figure it out, because as a kid, obviously, like there wasn't any Google or anything I could just like
Which
easily
is internet.
Look up I know that there were like game guides that you could buy, but I don't think I had one for Gold and Silver. But I had figured out tuning the radio because I spent a long time in Johto just messing around as a kid. And like I figured out that there was a mysterious signal at the ruins of Elf and things like that. So I think I would just messed with because I knew that the Poke-Flute wasn't around, but I messed with the radio, found that there was a Poke-Flute channel, and then when I met with Snorlax, I was like, oh, this is what the Poke-Flute channel is for.
Makes sense. Yeah.
And so I think that's how I figured it out as a kid. I can't quite remember. Obviously, it was a long time ago, back in 2000. But I was able to get the Snorlax then, and I was able to get the Snorlax now. How was your fight with Snorlax?
Not as bad as the first game.
Right.
He was pretty easy. He fainted one of my Pokemon, but I got him down with my Hershey, and he only took 2 balls, and I caught him.
Nice.
Cue the spider.
Yes. This is when the spider happened. This is as far as we got in the podcast before we had to restart. I'm excited to be back here now.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, everybody.
We're
back from our break that took place in the past that is now the future.
42 minutes ago.
Now is the present.
Oh, man.
Oh, everything's smashing together.
How was your fight with Snorlax?
My fight with Snorlax was easy. I was able to attract him and then paralyze him with my Lapras, and I got him low. He rested. That's fine. He woke up. I paralyzed him again, and eventually I caught him. I didn't use that many balls either. I think I used 2 Ultra Balls or something like that, and caught him.
They get heavy. That was your joke earlier.
Oh, yeah. Right. You said that you didn't have that many balls, and I said that's good because having too many balls gets in the way. It makes it hard to move around. Anyway. They're heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, we should have just cut that out. I don't know why I brought it back up.
That's fine. It's a good joke. It's a solid joke.
It was.
Yeah.
At the time.
It just wasn't organic to bring up again. That's
I'll be more organic with my ball jokes in the future.
Okay, good. I only like organic homegrown ball jokes. So. And I caught Snorlax, and I named him Mood.
Mood?
Mood. Yeah, M-O-O-D. Yeah.
I like that. That's fitting.
Yeah. What did you name your Snorlax?
I went with the theme of candies, and I named him Tootsie Roll.
Oh, you should have named him Big Chew.
What are you talking about? I was searching for friggin' candy bar names. Again, probably because it was really late and I couldn't find anything for Snorlax, but I thought Tootsie Roll was the best.
I thought you had a Tootsie Roll.
No.
No?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I thought you named someone a Tootsie Roll already.
Oh, crap. No.
Well, that's fine. If you did, you can call him Big Chew.
I could, but I don't like big chews. IRL.
That's fair. You like Tootsie Rolls?
A little bit. Maybe like one a year.
Yeah, chocolate toffee is interesting.
Yeah.
I don't mind Tootsie Rolls. I like Tootsie Pops. Do you like Tootsie Pops?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Tootsie Rolls are okay. It's weird, right? Malted chocolate. Weird concept. Have you ever had Maltesers?
Yes, I love those.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're so yummy. You don't like them?
No, they're okay. It's just another malted chocolate. That's what I was thinking.
I like them. Anyway, we get a Snorlax.
We get a Snorlax. And then we head through Diglett's Cave.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you had to have.
Oh.
You ran into Digletts, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Beep, 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 beep.
The little diggies.
Oh, that was another thing. You were trying to get me to guess the Pokemon that you ran into.
Yeah, we're going to do this. I'm going to start a trivia for you, whether on the podcast or Patreon or just Instagram or something. Some little kind of clip that we're going to do, or I play you noises and you guess what Pokemon or what moves they're using, because you're so amazing at this. Every time like a Pokemon will come out and you'll hear the noise on my screen, or I do a move and you hear the noise, you're like, oh, you just use this, or oh, this Pokemon popped up. And I was like, how do you know this?
I'm much better at it with the first generation. Where there's fewer sounds and fewer Pokemon.
It's amazing.
But
blows my mind.
But I was doing okay with Gen 2.
We'll stick to first gen for my trivia for now, but it's so funny. It's so cool.
One Pokemon that you can do from Generation 4 that I'll always get right is Billy Boop, which is Cricketune.
Oh, strange.
And it's because he's one of my favorite noises that all Pokemon make.
Cute.
Yeah. I also really like Miltank with his... or her, I guess I should say. They're 100% female. But anyway, back to the game.
Back to the game. What did you do?
Make it through Diglett's Tunnel, get to the other side, realize that you don't have a Pokemon with cut, so you have to go back.
No, I didn't do that. I made it through, and I cut down all the trees I needed to.
Well, lucky you.
Yeah.
I had to go all the way back because I didn't have a Pokemon with cut. So I went back to Vermilion, pulled out a Pokemon with cut, went back, cut down the trees, got through, got all the little items and stuff like that, got the guy with the nugget, one of your 2 nuggets, and made it back to Pewter City, where I traded out my Pokemon for, like, the Pokemon with cut for one of my team members, which was the new Mood.
You took it
got
in.
added to my team.
Nice.
And talked to the guy outside the Pokemon Mart. He gave me a rainbow wing.
I did that too. I got a silver wing.
Nice. And then we go take on Brock.
Yep.
And Brock has one trainer, who is Camper Jerry.
Brock has no friends.
Nope. I thought it was a different camper. I think last generation I mentioned that his camper's name was going to be Camper something, but it isn't. It's Camper Jerry.
Sure.
Camper Jerry is who we fight. He's like, we use rock types in this gym. Go Sandslash, a ground type.
I thought that was strange.
Mono ground type. And I was like, what? Jerry, you lied to me, son. But
that's all he had.
Yeah, all he had is one Sandslash, not a rock type, but whatever. And we kick Sandslash's butt.
Yep.
Very easy, especially when you have a Houndoom with Solar Beam.
That would do it.
And then we go up against Brock. Brock fights us with a Graveler, a Kabutops, an Omastar, an Onix, and a Rhyhorn. How did you do?
Easy. I almost one-shotted all his Pokemon too.
Yeah.
I used Jaylee and Whoppers with Surf and their water moves, and easy. How'd you do?
Houndoom went out. I Sunny Day'd. His Graveler did some rock move, which almost killed my Houndoom because rock is super effective against fire. But Houndoom survived, and then I Solar Beamed all the rest of his crew and killed them all.
Good job, Brock.
Yeah.
Leave town, bro.
Yeah, Kabutops and Omastar are 4 times weak to... Actually, I think his entire gym is 4 times weak to grass, so Solar Beams all the way down.
Easy peasy. Nice.
Easy peasy. Just killed them all.
We like that.
And he gives us the Boulder Badge and, like I said, nothing else.
Nothing else.
No TM, no increase.
No, just the Boulder Badge and a pat on the back.
Yep. And he goes, get out of here, kid.
Yeah.
And we head south out of Pewter through Viridian Forest, which has been reduced to just a walking path.
Yeah.
Instead of an area like it was in the first games.
Yep.
I thought it was cute that they kind of mimicked how Viridian's forest looked, just a lot smaller.
Minimized it?
Yeah, they minimized it. So it's more evasive.
Cute.
And they also filled it with a bunch of useful items like max ethers and max revives and things like that. So that was interesting. We head through Viridian City, where we go to the trainer house, but I don't think that you did.
I didn't do it. I went straight to the gym because I was tired.
The trainer house is pretty cool. So what it does is if you have done a mystery gift with someone in the past, then it will be a copy of their team that you go up against.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and you can just fight them once a day. You can fight their team. But because I haven't done mystery gift with anybody, obviously, I had Cal. And what Cal has is a level 50 Meganium, a level 50 Typhlosion, and a level 50 Feraligatr.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I was able to take him out, but that was hard.
That sounds difficult.
Yeah, that was...
I'm glad I didn't do it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, shit. These are a lot higher than me. 10 levels, at least, for all my Pokemon. Well, except for my Snorlax, who is level 50. But I was able to wipe him out before getting to Snorlax.
Nice.
So, good job, me.
Good job, you.
And then we go check out the Viridian City Gym, where an old man is like, hey, a kid from Pallet Town, ex-champion from Pallet Town works here at this gym. And you're like, oh, cool. Is it red or blue? Well, you didn't talk to the old man?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you said you thought it was your gym.
I was like, yeah, this is my gym now.
Oh, I see,
Or
because he
Oak's
wasn't there.
Yeah, because nobody
Okay.
was there because I had to go to the island.
Right, but I thought you.
I was like,
thought you
give me a
meant.
gym.
I thought you meant it was like your gym, like
Because I'm from Pallet Town.
Jaylee's gym.
Yeah.
That is what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you thought it was Red's gym.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense.
Sad.
But no one's there.
No one's there.
We head to Pallet.
Yeah.
And you go and talk to Red's mom, and she's all like, Red's not here. And you're like, okay. Can I sleep? And she's like, no, this isn't your house. And you're like, fair enough. You go to Blue's house, and Daisy, his sister, is like, my brother's the next champion. Anyway, do you want a haircut? If I found out, by the way, you know how we tested it out? Your clock is offset because Daisy will only give you a haircut between 3 and 4.
I know. We offset my clock on purpose.
Right. But 3 and 4 p.m. So it was a huge coincidence that when we were playing, it happened to be 3
haircut time.
Something in your game time.
That's funny.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. I gave Jaylee a haircut. I don't know if Jaylee has any hair, but... Dragonair?
Yeah. It was like she got like the head feathers, but...
Nah, she's happy now.
Yeah.
She got a haircut.
Yeah. It was just I looked it up and I was like,
so
what is the time period? And it was like 3
1
and
hour.
4. And I was like, 1 hour? That was a huge coincidence then.
Weird.
Anyway, so I thought that was cool. You go to talk to Professor Oak, and he's all like, hey, thanks for visiting me in my lab.
Come back when you're better.
Yeah. Well, come back when you beat the gyms. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought it was weird that he was there. How was he? I guess he's doing a Discord call with Mary because he's doing his podcast back in Johto too. Mm-hmm. And I guess he's on Discord with Mary during the day because that is something that is still going on even in Johto. But nothing else really of note. He gives your Pokedex a look while you're there, and he says, wow, amazing. It's obvious that you like to collect things.
Yeah, that's exactly what he says to both of us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
right. Mm-hmm. I imagine so. Yeah, we definitely have a very similar catch
very
rate.
Full Pokedex. Yeah, I've done well. Oak gave me praise.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so we can talk about something else now.
You head out of Pallet Town, and you catch a Tangela in the bushes south of Pallet Town, and you call it Noodles.
Aw, cute. That's adorable. Good job.
And you head down to Cinnabar Island, or what is left of Cinnabar Island, which is a Pokemon Center, and...
Yeah, you get really, really annoyed of all the freaking squid
Tentacles.
octopus that follow you there and stop you every 5 seconds when you are deciding to try to go to sleep or take on another gym.
Yep. So the tentacles kind of get in your way.
Yeah, they
but
annoy me a lot. And then you go...
talk to Blue. Blue is standing on the island, and he's like, yo, this shit's fucked.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, that's pretty bad. And he's like, anyway, you're a dork. See ya.
Bye. And then he flies out of there somehow.
Yeah, he vampires
he does
out.
his vampire thing without a cape, so he's not a real vampire.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's necessary to have a cape.
Have you ever seen a vampire without a cape?
Edward?
Yeah, no, Edward's not real.
Oh.
Edward's like a terrible movie.
We're Twilight deniers. I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't mind being a Twilight denier, for the record.
Edward's not real.
Okay.
Like a real vampire in real life, though. Have you ever seen one without a cape? I don't think so.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, Interview with a Vampire.
No.
They don't have capes.
That was a movie.
Oh,
I'm talking about
I
real
see.
life
In
vampires.
real life vampires.
Yeah,
Okay,
have you ever
gotcha.
seen a vampire without a cape?
I can honestly say I have not seen a real life vampire without a cape.
See?
That is a truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will add an addendum to that I've never seen a real life vampire
Yeah,
with a cape either. But
Yeah, but you never seen one without a cape.
that's
so-
true. Yes, it is still a truth.
Yeah. Checks out.
Yeah. So Blue vampire's out of there without a cape, so he's not a vampire.
Yeah.
And we find out that Blaine is on the Seafoam Islands.
Yeah, so we go there.
We go there. Seafoam Islands is closed off, but Blaine is there.
Yeah, he made a home in a cave.
And he's
Cute.
like, hey,
This is my gym now.
fight me. And you're
This
like, wow,
tiny-ass
this is not anything, Blaine.
It's kind of cool, though. How'd your fight with Blaine go?
Easy.
Easy.
Yep, Lapras wiped them all out.
Yeah.
Meg Cargo, easy. But it was new for you. What did you think of Meg Cargo? The snail.
Oh, right, the snail. It was gross.
Yeah.
Nasty. And I laughed at its name because it was funny.
So you haven't met its pre-evolved form, but its pre-evolved form is called Slugma.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And he's cute. He's got little fiery eyebrows.
Gross.
I'll show you.
Blaine was easy for me, too. I used Quagsire and Earthquake for everybody. Knocked him dead. I really like, after this gym, how when you finish, the scientist guy comes up. Not scientist guy, but that guy comes up. He's like, hey, I was here. What? I missed it? Dang it. But hey, good job. Like, he's always there to cheer you on. It's cute. That thing, I can't tell if it's cute or gross. The eyebrows are cute, but the hangy downs,
In 3D,
globbles are nasty.
yeah, in 3D, I will say that he's gross because his globules, like, they swing back and forth. But like in 2D, he's cute. When
thank you.
when nothing's moving, I think
don't
he's
want
cute. So yeah, Blaine, Meg Cargo, Magmar, Rapidash, level 50. The Meg Cargo and the Magmar are level 45. Rapidash, level 50. Easy peasy though. Wiped them all out with Lapras, even 10 levels under.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Easy peasy.
Goodbye, Blaine.
Goodbye, Blaine.
We fly back to Viridian.
Yep.
Or swim back, or whatever you do.
Oh, I flied. I was not getting into the water again.
Yeah.
I was done. After every gym last night, I was like, I'm going to go to bed. But
Yes.
for some reason, I kept playing.
You almost went to bed before Fuchsia.
Yeah.
But like these gyms just roll into
It
one
was
another.
easy.
It's very
Yeah.
simple.
So I was like, let's just finish it.
And you
tired.
started at like 9:50 and you
Yeah.
finished like at 10:48.
Yeah,
So it wasn't
exactly.
even an hour of game. And then you get back to Viridian, and shock of shocks, Blue is the final gym leader.
Yep.
And he does not have a cohesive battle theme.
Which is awesome because this whole game I was complaining and whining and crying about all of the trainers having the same Pokemon at the same level. So this was the first time that you've seen like a hodgepodge of randos, and it was great. Except they were high. The levels were high and they were hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think 4 to 8 levels higher than Rapidash, which was
Level
Blaine's
50.
strongest Pokemon.
Yeah.
8 levels.
Yeah.
8 level difference. So that's pretty interesting. So I guess maybe they thought that you would do more grinding between the gyms.
Yeah, they were wrong and stupid.
But yeah, I don't understand why they thought that, because there's nothing between Cinnabar and Viridian.
No.
That would, like, there's a few trainers, but like that's not a lot. Like, there's no way to train in the grass because all the Pokemon there are level 3 and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. But so Blue has a Pidgeot level 56, which I was happy to see, an Alakazam level 54, a Rhydon level 56, a Gyarados level 58, an Executor level 58, and an Arcanine level 58. So he's got the same team that he did as a champion,
Yeah.
minus the starter Pokemon. He just has all the replacement Pokemon that he had for the other
Right.
flavors.
Blue is the opposite of a gentleman.
Yeah. He like called us Johto kid or
He's
Johto
an
boy
asshole,
or something
and
like that.
he whited me out.
And he also said that, oh, you have all the Johto badges, huh? Okay, well, the Johto gym leaders must suck or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, what?
He was the
Fuck
opposite
you.
of a gentleman, and he whited me out, and I was very sad. At this point, I was like, I'm going to bed after he killed me. But no.
But you didn't.
I didn't. I had to go back in. I had to spank him.
And you did.
Barely beat him. I wouldn't call it spanked. I barely beat him.
You did a good job. I watched you do some of it.
I did, yeah.
You got all the way to Arcanine with your Miltank.
Yeah, Miltank. Oh, hello, Miltank. I stopped using her for a while because I was giving everybody else a chance.
Yeah.
But no. She's back in first place because nothing can beat her. Yeah.
Well, I'm ready for Pokemon Center check-in, if you are.
Sure.
We're going to take a break, and we will be back with Pokemon Center check-in. Welcome back from our break. Jaylee, welcome back from our break. Pokefans and Pokemaniacs, we are happy to see you again. This is the Pokemon Center check-in, and since I went first last time, and I then bulldozed your check-in, why don't you go first this time?
I forgot about that. It's okay. Okay, I'll just tell you my Pokemon first before I don't get a chance. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I had on my team for all of the gyms, I had Pez, my Pidgeotto, level 30. Just a baby. Jaylee, my Dragonair, level 48. What level does Dragonair evolve at? 56, right?
55.
Whoppers, my Quagsire, level 43. Milk Duds, my Miltank, level 49. Whoa, what was I going to say? I was going to say like 4 different things there. Airhead, my Ho-Oh, that's so hard to say, level 50. And Hershey, my Furret, level 50 as well. Hershey was kind of MVP for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a lot of good.
Nice.
Yeah, happy. What about you?
I had Lori, my Lapras, level 40.
Nice.
So 10 levels difference. Good job.
Good job.
Gloomy Boy, my Houndoom, level 41. So,
Wow.
Yeah, that's a,
Those are like
12 level difference
yeah, and
or
those
something?
are like your heavy hitters. Crazy.
Cybrina, my Alakazam, level 43. The Drama, my Dodrio, level 47. Mood, my Snorlax, level 50. And Mackie, my Dragonite, level 55.
You did it!
Yeah.
Good job.
And so now Mackie has Ice Punch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
Goals.
is very helpful.
Good job.
So Dragon Breath, Ice Punch, Surf, and Iron Tail, I think, or something.
Thunderwave?
Thunderwave, maybe. Yeah, one of the two.
Good job. That's amazing.
Yeah, very strong.
Dragonite always seems so like far out of reach, so I'm proud of you. That's great.
My time at the end of this was 83:11,
Nice.
which is a bit of time, but
A bit.
and then my Pokedex, even though it's wrong, is 100 caught and 206 seen.
Nice. Yeah, it's way above that. Just
gotta
like
be.
Mine too. It has to be. My Pokedex is wrong.
Yeah, maybe.
No, it isn't. Without even telling you the numbers, I'm certain it's wrong.
I'm gonna guess 41.
Oh, I don't even know. I haven't looked at it.
Okay.
I literally only caught one.
Well, next week we are going to be going to back to Pallet Town to talk to Professor Oak because he asked us to come back after 8 gyms. After we were done the 8 Kanto gyms, he asked us to come back, and we will be getting the permission to go to Mount Silver, which we will do before the Elite Four, and then we will take on the Elite Four, and that will be the end of Gold and Silver.
Woohoo! Wait, did we do the Mount Silver before?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you can also do it after as well, but...
Nice.
And
at the end of that,
yeah.
we have to battle our teams
Sure.
for Patreon.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, we need to update that. We need to battle our teams, but watch out for my mill tank.
Okay.
She's sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you are excited to see that, we'll be updating our Patreon this week and probably next week and the week after with a bunch of new content that we have planned. We're super excited about that.
We're also going to battle our original Elite Four teams as
Yeah,
well.
let's do that this week. We'll add that onto Patreon this week for all of you to see. We really appreciate all of the extra support you all give us with commenting, and sharing everything that we post on Instagram and subscribing to our Patreon. You can find us at Route to Victory Road Podcast on both of them. And we really just love that you connect with us, all of the comments and all of the likes and feedback. We're really, really big on the feedback. So send us your thoughts. Tell us what you like about the podcast and what you don't like and what you want to see more of. If you do love our podcast, please follow us. And you can find our podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and most other podcatchers. Please like and share and tell your friends and family all about us. We really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't want to interrupt your call to action.
I know, I'm sorry.
But we're going to do Pokemon Academy now.
Yes, we are. I know.
Okay.
I just had a thought that I wanted to get out.
Okay. No problem. So I already have the thing pulled up.
Do you?
Yeah.
Which Pokemon am I going to guess today?
This is the Pokemon you're going to guess.
It's a bat. So I'm looking at some wings, 4 wings with big chunky ears and a little tail stinger thing. So it's got to be a Crobat.
It is Crobat.
Oh god, that's not what I expected it to look like.
No. Because they drew it wrong.
Oh yeah, okay, that's not... that was scary. That's not its mouth.
Oh, no. This is right for Crobat. This is wrong.
Still, this... Oh boy. That was a shock.
Yeah, he's got a weird, angry mouth.
That was scary. I didn't expect it to be that terrifying.
He kind of reminds me of like a Daddy Longlegs. Because he's like just like a body part.
Speaking of spiders, yeah, right?
Right?
Tell me about Crobat.
Excuse me, but Harvestmen and or Daddy Longlegs are not spiders. They're Orothipidae, which is actually closer related to crabs than spiders.
I'm gonna leave.
They have one body part, a central body part that has 10 legs rather than the 3-section spider part that... Anyway. Or 2-section spider part? I don't remember. Is it bugs? Insects have 3, spiders have 2, and then Orothipidae have 1. Is that what they're called? Orothipidae? Harvestmen.
I hope not.
I think it's Orothipidae. Let's find out. No. Whoa. Oh, Ophileones. I was way wrong. What is an Orothipidae?
What's an Orothipidae?
Oh, Ornithopida. What is this?
It's
It's a dinosaur. Whatever.
I love that you just tried to school me and it came out like this. This is great. Okay, I'm back. I'm here. Let's go. This is great. So spiders, did you guys know that daddy long-legged spiders are closer related
They're not
to
spiders.
dinosaurs
They're
than
not spiders.
spiders? I didn't know this. What a science lesson.
Why did I think they're Ornithipidae?
They're dinosaurs.
They're not dinosaurs.
You literally just told me they were.
There. This is what I was trying to think of. Arthropoda. That's the word that I was trying to come up with.
Sounds like a space show.
Yeah, I know, right? Kind of. Arthropoda. So arthropoda are arthropods, obviously, which spiders are technically part of.
But not dinosaurs?
Well, I don't know. Probably some dinosaurs do. Like horseshoe crabs are dinosaurs, technically. They're not like the lizard dinosaurs, but they're like from the same time. Horseshoe crabs are arthropods.
Do you want to tell me about crowbats?
So are centipedes.
Oh, no.
I think there's a lot of insects that are arthropods.
Yuck.
Anyway.
This is not a conversation.
I'm not an entomologist. I'm sorry.
You're not a paleontologist either, but...
I'm not a paleontologist. I'm not an archaeologist.
You're just a Pokemon
I'm just a Pokemon professor. I don't know this stuff. So, Opiliones... Opiliones? I don't know how to say this.
This is supposed to be about Opiliones?
Maybe it's Opiliones. Anyway, Harvestmen. Look. I don't
want to look at
one body
of
segment.
Spiders.
One body segment,
dinosaurs.
And they have multiple legs, unlike spiders, which have 8.
I don't want to look at anything.
Oh, they're so
Crobat.
cool.
Show me Crobat.
Crobat?
I'll
tell you about Crobat.
Thanks.
I'll stop talking about this other junk that doesn't mean anything. Crobat, also known in Japanese as Kurobat, which now you can see why they called him Crobat, is the bat Pokemon. He is a poison flying type, and his base stat total is 535. That's pretty impressive, because like that's averaging pretty high as far as Pokemon go, especially this early in the generations. Its base speed is its most impressive stat at 130 points, which is really good. Its base attack stat is 90 points. It's fairly decent in these early generations, making it a powerful sweeper for both of its types, poison and flying, which are both physical types in generations 1 through 3. However, it doesn't learn any poison types other than Toxic. And Toxic is a non-damage calculating move. And it only learns 2 flying types, flying type moves normally, which are Fly and Wing Attack. And then it can also learn Gust through breeding, all of which are weak. Fly is only 70 power, Wing Attack 60, and Gust is 40. So even though it's a great sweeper, it doesn't learn any sweep moves.
Oh. It kicks my butt, though, like usually.
Crobat and its family are the only poison flying types in all of Pokemon, even in the modern games. Having a unique type combination is exceedingly rare as the games continue to come out, so considering that Zubat and Golbat have been present since Generation 1 is a notable accomplishment.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah. Crobat's colors are the inverse of Golbat's. It has a purpley pink body and blue wing membranes instead of the reverse. This is also true of their shiny forms, where Crobat becomes a lighter pink in the body with a green wing membrane. Ew. Crobat's design and speed appear to be based on Brazilian free-tailed bats, while its rear wings are possibly meant to be a reference to how most bats have an interfemoral membrane, which is the skin flap that connects its chiroptera, its wing hands, to its hind legs.
Cool.
Yeah. And another name for interfemoral membrane is uropatagium or something like that. I couldn't figure out a consensus on how to pronounce that word. So it's uropatagium, uropatagium is what I have inferred is how you say that. But anyway.
Okay.
Crobat's name could be a reference to the English word acrobat due to its agility in the air. Or perhaps it is a portmanteau of cross and bat due to Crobat's appearance resembling an X or a cross. Another likely explanation is that Crobat's name is simply the Japanese word for black, kuro, and the English word bat, kurobato. So,
Interesting.
and that's all I have on Crobat.
I love it.
Kurobat.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. We'd like to thank you again for listening to us this week.
And every week.
And we hope that you continue to enjoy everything. Spotify has added a new feature where we can ask a question and set up polls and things like that on our episodes. So we will be including a question about what you liked about this episode with the upload. If you could please answer the question, that would be amazing. We love to hear from you, and engagement is how we keep this podcast entertaining for everyone. We might put up a poll as well. I put up a poll recently about what people would like to hear more of on a previous episode. I think it was episode 20. If you'd like to go back and answer the poll on that one, I might put out another poll in the near future just to hear more ideas from the audience. But yeah, anything that you would like, just enter it into the Q&A section on Spotify. And if you're not listening on Spotify, that's fine. You can go on there and either answer the question on Spotify, or you can even DM us on Instagram at Route to Victory Road Podcast. That would be awesome. We would love to hear from you. We'd love to hear what you like. We'd like to hear what you don't like, what's working for you, what's not working, what you'd like to hear more of, what you'd like to hear less of, whatever. Any kind of feedback is amazing. The closing remarks that we have for you this week come from Grovile from Mystery Dungeon Explorers of the Sky.
That's not real.
Grovile is a Pokemon that you will meet in the next generation.
Wait, that can talk?
Yeah. So in Mystery Dungeon games, you are turned into a Pokemon. You are a human who turns into a Pokemon, and you can talk to other Pokemon.
Can I be an Eevee?
Yes, in most of them, I think you can be. You can also be a Meowth or a Pikachu.
I'm listening.
Or a Torchic. Anyway, so in Explorers of Sky, you talk to a Grovile, and Grovile tells you, the important thing is not how long you live. It's what you accomplish with your life. While I live, I want to shine. I want to prove that I exist. If I could do something really important, that would definitely carry on into the future.
Why is that so pretty and inspiring?
I just thought it was like a good quote to put in here since we did the last 4 gyms. Like, we're just like, bap, bap, bap.
I like that a lot. Pokemon are smart.
Yeah. So we'll leave you with that, and we will see you next time on the Route to Victory Road.
I was going to say, what about Snorlax? Did we fight him?
Not yet. That's after Fuchsia.
Oh, yeah, because I didn't tell you the name of my Snorlax in the last one.
Okay, that's good. I didn't tell you mine either.
That's when the spider came up.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay, we got this. Go.